2,
and 1.
All right, it's Jeff J. here to make your day. We're feeling better. We're sick. We're not that sick. This is a great song. J Wolf's still sleeping, man. I feel like I'm still sleeping. I feel like it's all a dream. We're back for the Jeff and Josh experience to talk New World Order. This is a good song, Josh.
I know.
So we're going to do a little Tom MacDonald. If you don't know Tom MacDonald, he's trended. He's beat out Cardi B for #1 and been ignored by the mainstream media and all that stuff. And then we're going to talk a little UFC. We're also going to talk a little the virus, what I have, the jab shot. And we're going to talk a little about what's to come for both of us and maybe focusing and finding ourselves in this new world that we're working for. So good afternoon, Josh. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Happy that we're doing this today. I'm more concerned about you. You got the Rona? What's going on?
I look pretty good though, right? Don't I?
Yeah, you look good.
No, but the first time I was like just getting sick the last episode we had. So I kind of looked sick and then I was like really bad. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. I was like out of it, man. I went live because, dude, I'm having a dude literally send me, say, I'm telling him about the consulting business, everything I'm going to do with the course and everything that we're going to do with brand marketing and messaging. This is it. This is my one solid focus, right? And I'm having him say, well, send me a picture of your bank account, right? So I sent him a picture of my bank account. And dude, I like part of me is just like, man, how, and I should probably ask for a picture of his, but at the same time, I'm proud. If anybody wants to see a picture of my bank account, man, you got to be on close circles like that. But it definitely made me be like, you know what? I'm going to work really hard. A lot of entrepreneurs like keep track of the money on where you're at in it. And right now, dude, it's more about impact. So I have my little monthly membership and my mastermind that I do in the consulting or coaching in the course. And that's really what I'm going to focus on and hammer it on with webinars all the time too, until the New World Order comes over and takes over. So
yeah, so I'm a little.
What's your focus?
Yeah. I hope it's not. I mean, dude, he has some great songs. And a couple of his songs lately have been good,
but they haven't been like, yeah,
they haven't been like brainwashed.
Dude, I just watched. So those who don't know, Tom MacDonald did a song called Brainwash. Josh showed it to me first. It's probably the best. We should read the lyrics to that song because it's right where we're at right now. And I don't think whether you're on the left or the right or whatever side, I don't think there are left and rights, man. It's all made up, man. People make stuff up like that just to get people into a box, right? They try and put people in a box, right?
Just to create divide. Yeah. If you're on one side, then that means there's an opposing side. If there's an opposing side, that means there's an enemy, and the enemy is really us. So we're just fighting against the people who are our greatest allies, and that is.
By the way, click like, subscribe, and share this if you're on YouTube or Twitter Spaces or LinkedIn. I can't even see. I'll go live here on Instagram in a little bit, but. We're going to always be doing this. So it's going to come on. We're going to refine and get better. We're going to have great guests on. For now, we're going to talk UFC and kind of what's going on. And you were just saying something where that's why I interrupted.
Yeah. So Tom MacDonald, getting in with that. Yeah. So I'm hoping this is going to be a really good one. And it's going to be something like, so do you know who the guy that he has in it, by the way?
No, I don't. Adam something.
Adam Calhoun. So that guy is like, he is your, like, and I don't want to say this as like a bad thing, but he is like your MAGA wearing hat type guy on TikTok. But he's not. Like, he calls out Republicans too as well. But like,
he's a total loves Trump.
Yeah, but I don't even think he really likes Trump. I think he's just stereotypical in the sense that like he shoots guns. He's got a beard. He's got tattoos. I started watching a lot of his content on TikTok because like him and his son were going back and forth, and it was pretty comical. Like you could tell it was a skit, but it was also pretty comical. And it's about his son being a man, like instead of being a wuss. And a lot of people didn't.
Adam what?
Adam Calhoun. So maybe we should watch a couple of his videos first.
Yeah, I could probably put it on there. So I will say, Should probably watch it from my There's 2.3 million followers. Wow.
I'm gonna burn all my Carhartt shit. And
this is the guy.
They're not gonna care. It doesn't mean anything.
Yep, that's him.
You're just the same as everyone else. You go woke and be dumb. So yeah. So all right, let's go. I'm not doing this to be cool. I'm doing this because I cannot believe all the years of hard work put in, and you guys just roll over. Literally, these pants right here, these fucking pants, my favorite pants I've ever owned. They used to be this color.
Normally, like this.
They used to be this color. Now that I wore these out, it's my favorite. I love this thing. Welded in that.
Oh, I know what he's doing.
Why is he setting on fire?
Anyone else would like me to come to the house and do this for them?
Because people making fun of him for having.
No, so there was a company called Cardiff. I forget. They're a clothing company, backwoods clothing company, and gets views. All
right, well, I should have known. When I seen dudes with purple hair and wearing lipstick and pastel colored Carhartt. I should have known. Go woke, go broke. I hope Carhartt loses their ass. But you know what? If you're a blue collar guy and you're wearing that, unfollow me. And I'm gonna burn all my Carhartt shit. And
what they did is basically after the Supreme Court vaccine mandate got shut down, right? So the Supreme Court shut down the vaccine mandate. Cardiff came out and said, "Hey, we don't care if it got shut down or not. We still require all our employees to be vaccinated. If you can't be vaccinated, you can't work here." Right? They kind of like doubled down on it, and a lot of people were like, "Dude, F that," and started boycotting the company. So that's what it's about.
Gotcha. No, I was gonna say I could have looked him up right here.
Yeah.
It's probably better than holding it and seeing my thing. Adam Calhoun. So, all right. So he was just a TikTok guy who got on one of his tracks.
I don't know. Maybe he's a YouTuber too as well.
But see, this is how anything gets This is why collaboration. I go over this in my webinars. Just huge, dude. Brand collaboration is the best because right now he got put on a video with Tom MacDonald. Look at the thing. This is why TikTok's so important. Okay, in marketing. All right. So just give a little marketing lesson here. You went on TikTok, blew up with. We'll go over your TikTok. Josh's growth on TikTok. Viral. You're on TikTok more. You see a Tom MacDonald thing on Brainwashed. You send it to me, right? You share it, right? All starts from there. Now I'm interested in Tom MacDonald. I start watching all his stuff, right? All from TikTok. And now this guy, we go back and you search on TikTok again. But like it all started with TikTok. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, TikTok gives you crazy exposure. So I'm surprised because most of the time, like he's definitely leans right?
Yeah, I just wanted to say happy Gay Pride Month.
I don't know
all the guys that voted for Joe Biden. My name's Adam Calhoun, and I approve this message. Yeah, I just wanted.
So he's obviously making fun,
right? Yeah. So.
Yeah. See, I don't know if I'm all down with that though, personally. Man.
Yeah, I know. Right. Exactly.
Here's the thing.
But no, I'm surprised that he's not censored, dude, because most of the conservative TikTok, he gets to almost 100,000 views,
okay,
and then
80 million votes. I want to meet the 80 million people that voted for this guy.
So when you buy an electric vehicle, and you get credit for buying it, you buy an electric vehicle, you go all the way across America on a single tank of gas, figuratively speaking.
Why are we talking about gas, Joe? It's an electric car. It's electric. You plug it in. Like when you go to sleep at night, they plug you in. It's
There's
electric.
Another guy with
Why are we talking about gas? Now, if you want to talk about gas, can we talk about how come when you're in office, gas prices? Oh boy. Okay.
So yeah, this is
one of these guys.
So he definitely is
1.23 million. Adam can Snapchat. So he's definitely the.
He's got a good following, man. So he's good for him.
Got us by a little bit. All right, so I think we should just get right into it.
So yeah, let's get right into it. Let's watch
the
it.
reaction video. Like once we have the whole video team, we can cut this up, just the reaction part. So Tom MacDonald, right here. So the thing is, I like the lyrics videos. Tom MacDonald's, but anybody doesn't know.
Oh wow, Jeff, we're number 3.
What?
You search Tom MacDonald's.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Let's get into it.
Here's the problem with America. The country is broken because they minds stay closed, but they mouths stay open. Get attacked and we blame terrorists. Go broken, we blame the price. Blame racists for the racism, but only if his skin is white. If we don't need guns because we can call the police. We don't need fire extinguishers. Call a fireman, please. You didn't want to build a wall and now the border is weak. Your favorite actor has a gate that's like 15 feet. Racism is gay if you're offended, that's retarded. Intolerance is great until you speak and you're a target. If a white man paints his face black, he's a racist piece of garbage. But you put him in a dress and he's courageous and he's gorgeous. All these double standards, man, I'm tired of the noise. Freedom's an illusion if they censor your voice. Call a dad a deadbeat for neglecting his boys, but a mom kills a baby and you call it pro-choice. You act like you're so much better than us. Yeah, we know that. Who told you that you're so special? You're a new world order. Your facts ain't facts without censoring us. Yeah, we know that. Good job, you lose, here's your medal. Why they hate the flag, they try to burn it to the ground. Don't do that in front of me, I'ma let off a round. Pow, scream loud, burn the city down now. Put it on the news, make them all feel proud. Look, make a system where 85% of black people feel the prison. Is it cause they black or they make bad decisions? I ain't good at math, but it seems like it's division. Or is it white privilege? I believe politicians need to be locked up. Try to take our freedoms, that's how you get shot up. Got our back against the wall, try to just stop us. More guns, more ammunition, please stock up. Election gets rigged, rights get infringed. Take this syringe, frighten your kids, show up right where you live. Make me wanna grab a rifle and just go. You act like you're so much better than us. Yeah, we know that. Who told you that you're so special? You're a new world order. Your facts ain't facts without censoring us. Yeah, we know that. Good job, you lose, here's your medal. And everyone blames white folks for every little bitty thing. We don't have no one to blame, we take responsibility. They tell you be a man, then call it toxic masculinity. Then when you act too feminine, they call it white fragility. I don't understand trans man with humility. I'm just trying to raise my kid the best of my ability. If I disagree, you try to cancel, get rid of me. You cancer, you can't be the answer, you killing me. And I hate white supremacy just as much as you, but I ain't feeling guilty for something I didn't do. The system's killing everyone, it sucks, but it's true. They kill you, then they broadcast it and call it the news. Or they'll brainwash you through social media feeds. And if you disagree, delete you immediately. Make America China pretty easy to see. I will always remember the land of the free. You act like you're so much better than us. Yeah, we know that. Who told you that you're so special? You're a new world order. Your facts ain't facts without censoring us. Yeah, we know that. Good job, you lose, here's your medal.
Well, that like went by so quick, did it not?
Yeah, it did. So, all right. So
like stop it midway through, but
yeah, I know, right? I'm glad you didn't though. So what's your? Do you want to go over your thoughts or my thoughts?
Yeah.
first?
So listen, I love his song "Brainwashed." It's definitely New World Order. I saw him come out with a video saying, "Hey, this might get censored, guys. It started getting censored because it has New World Order in it and everything." And that's why even when I put this, oh man, I'm getting dizzy. I put the title in. He said that. It's not one of his catchiest songs. And here's the thing: and I don't mean this in any bad way. And I'm not trying to be politically correct. I hate when you have like the Trump talking white guys, then all of a sudden having a whole side, and they're right. I'm not going to say it, but like I just feel like it's just to me that song. I feel like we're just like him saying we're going to have the rifle and be at this side. It's like you're almost creating division on the other side again. And
right, yeah. So one great thing is I mean I don't know if Adam Calhoun is like if he's ever rapped before, if this was his first time or whatever it was. But I will say this one really good thing that Tom MacDonald's really good at doing, and he's got a gift for it. He definitely has a gift for it.
Oh, the lyrics.
is the lyrics and presenting both sides and how both sides feel, but also shining the hypocrisy on both sides, right?
Right.
And he's extremely good at that. Even in this song, he did a couple of things like that too as well. I think
Why, where did you do that here? I didn't even hear it in this song.
So dude, I like just explaining about
Well, here, what I used to do? I usually go to the lyrics anyway.
He doesn't want, white supremacy, but he's not going to feel guilty. He hates white supremacy, but he's not going to feel guilty for something he never did, right? Which is, I agree, right? Like in the sense that like white supremacy is horrible, but at the same time, if you're going to make me feel guilty about something I never did and never had any intention to do, just because the color of my skin, that's racist. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I
so he makes really good points with that. I think it probably will get censored because one nice thing about that Tom MacDonald had is he had that ability to kind of like
61K views though, which is not a lot for him right now. Your facts with censoring us. Amen.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm trying to raise the kid to the best of my ability. Yeah, it's true. Yo, shout out to his girlfriend Nova or fiance wife. They make such professional looking videos, don't they?
Dude, I know. I wouldn't know he's an independent artist. You know what I mean?
Neither would I.
Like every time they do it, it's done very well.
The lyrics in the description.
Let's see. I don't think so. By the way, I ordered his album and it never came through. I don't think it is.
No, it's not.
I'll look it up. Lyrics. Well, lyrics to Brainwash. I want to go over that quick because that's really where I want to do something quick because this was the one song that hooked us. This is our first time doing Tom MacDonald on here. Half the country fell asleep, but they scream woke.
We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows, politics, celebrity, gossip, popular neat quotes, black lives, what lives mean most. That's the thing, man. He's so good at like writing like little clips. Yeah. We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month. The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only mask that's going to save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to defund police. Need to defund the media who lies through their teeth like Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, because every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big oil runs the world. The only worlds that get fought are the countries who have natural resources they want.
This is the part everybody forgets with like COVID going out is like, what's the point of curing?
Dude, I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, it makes so much sense. Like, Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, because every customer cured is customer loss. I see. This is the one really good thing about. I love it. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb. Not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know if we get along, we'll probably go against them. And then they can't stop us.
Well, the part right here is really kind of where we are. Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools, which is what I saw. And the music on the apps and the phones that they use. Step 4, separate the right from the left. Step 5, separate the white from the black. Step 6, separate the rich from the poor, which is happening right now with the great divide of everything, right? Use religion and equality separated more. Step 7, fabricate a problem made of lies. Step 8, put on the news every night. Step 9, when people start to fight and divide. So this is all what they're trying to get to right now. And like, it's not happening with Boris Johnson coming down and everything. Take control. It's called situational design. So, and it all has that. It's all political rap. It's not even political rap. It has the thing, well, Google has a Band-Aid over it. Get vaccinated, wear a mask, save lives.
Listen, I mean, look, I don't even almost disagree with it, but it's almost like it feels like propaganda. It feels like you turn on something and like forcing at it, you know.
So let's do this. Let's actually search New World Order, see what happens in here. Well, the end has come.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah, so this is this thing. Why is New World ideology spreading? Right. So why is it spreading? Because we're here. So this is one thing that I always say people to search Google. And I was just watching so much while I was sick. All the robots taking over by Agenda 2020-30. This is basically the New World Order. If you look at this, where is it? What is the main thing is? So it was launched a UN summit in New York in the 15th, aimed at ending poverty in all forms. The UN 2030, a world universal respect for human rights and human dignity, the rule of law, justice, and non-discrimination. So if you go in, you actually click in, I did this. So United Nations did this. So it's like, what are the principles? In Agenda 21 was to combat environmental poverty, disease through global cooperation, commerce, mutual needs, and shared responsibilities. Every local government should draw its own local agenda. So this is all governments getting together across the world, sustainable. It's actually pretty, on January 26th, sustainable goals thing is. So like, it sounds all good, but if you actually read into it, I forget, transferring the world, the agenda, I forget where I read it. I think it's under here.
You might be under the 17 goals. Yeah, for people, for planet.
But it's just this is all part towards I mean, you can call it whatever you want to call it, the New World Order, the whole thing. It's all working towards something that's a total control. That's really what that is, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's see, define World Order. I don't know. They probably won't even define it here. They'll define it in a different way. Right, and I'm going to define it in their own way.
So click on that. I want to show something, people, quick about Wikipedia. So this is Wikipedia, right? So everybody cites Wikipedia. So do you know what the statistics of what's true on Wikipedia or not?
No. Well, what's the statistics and what's true in statistics anyway?
Right, I know. But on Wikipedia, it's about 60 to 80% is accurate. So that means you have 20 to 40% of misinformation, right? And let me show you something. Go up.
Emergence of the Antichrist. There we go. Yeah.
Go up, and then maybe it says you're not locked in. Hit. Oh wait. Go where to the right. See if there's where that plus sign is.
Yeah, right here.
Click on that. This article is a good article. Okay. All right.
You're gonna put the point where it asks for money.
No, I know. Well, they've been doing
It
that
does
a lot.
that.
Go hit view source.
Where's that?
Up at the top. This page is currently semi-produced. Only established registered users can edit it. Right. So, look, this is it right here. This is all the source, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could click like on, well, you might not be able to, this might be underneath good articles, but let's say you clicked on something. Why is this page protected? View history. Or you can see the history of when things were changed. You do not have permission to edit this page for the following reason. Okay, see? So this is how it was changed. See, these are all the different people who are changing it, right? Adbot, Fartcom.
This looks like it. And then, dude, this is the stuff that makes it.
This is what I mean by like, so people like quote Wikipedia, and listen, I've quoted Wikipedia too. I'm not saying I haven't, but a lot of it is like user generated, and it's only, by the way, if you edit your own Wikipedia, like what made me look at Wikipedia different was they do a bunch of, I love metal, and they'll do metal fact or fiction. They go on the fact or fiction. They did it with Corey Taylor for Slipknot. They did it with August Burns Red. And they're asking, like, is this true or not? I'm like, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. No, that's not true. Right. And it's all fan submitted stuff. Right. So we have New World Order conspiracy theory. Right. So automatically it's trying to pre-frame the reader who doesn't know what New World Order is. Oh, it's a conspiracy theory. So let me tune it out. Right. So then it goes through everything.
By the way, I don't think that holds as much today as it ever did, just because so many of the conspiracy theories that people said were all came true. Right. So most people are in depth and tuned to it. It's like, well, that doesn't mean like you can see the bias slanting towards taking stuff down,
Yeah, and I think what's happening right
But
now.
some of the stuff is crazy. Don't get me wrong, Josh.
Oh my God. Yeah. So
Dad was telling me about Peter Masmateo. I don't know what site he's on, but dude, ask Dad about some of the crazy stuff that he's listening to. Like just
there's
like
crazy stuff. Speaking of crazy stuff, do this. I want to test this out real quick.
yeah.
Go to your web browser and type in www.
Yeah.
.antifa.com.
Antifa.
And Antifa.
I don't know why I'm typing this in. But
crazy,
dude,
right?
Yeah, but couldn't someone who just wanted to, and I'm just playing devil's advocate, who just wanted to get Biden and feel like that. Let's say like I don't like Biden, right? I could go buy a .com, Antifa.com, and then link it to the White House.
Correct. Yes. You can also block it too as well.
True, yeah.
You know, so like
the White House should block this.
But like, here's the thing, like it's just crazy, right? And whatever, it is what it is. Did you see Biden's press conference, by the way? Did you or not?
I did. Yeah, it was horrible, dude. I'm running in 2024. I was watching a video of it. Like, there's no reason. Everybody should, by the way. And by the way, Trump, I saw Trump's rally, and I said this to you the other day, or maybe I said it to Dad. He's just, dude, he's listen, maybe the election was rigged and all that stuff, like everybody's saying and stuff. It's still a crybaby. Like, at the end of the day, what are we going to do now? He's saying too much stuff.
Both of these people are like caught in the past. Like, Trump's caught in the past, and so is Biden.
The reason why Obama won is he talks about the future because we can't accelerate. You have to be a visionary as an entrepreneur or anything. How Biden won, I still have no clue, because look at him, dude. You know what I mean? It had to either be a not Trump thing or it had to be rigged. It's either one or the other. It's not that he won personally on his own, especially with everything that's going on now.
Political, most political, why people win in politics is not because people like a candidate so much, is because they dislike a candidate more. Right. So that tends to happen.
Yeah. I guess. But if you looked at all the presidents, they all have a form of likability to them. Biden was probably maybe not the one who did, but like, and I guess maybe more likable than the other.
I think Biden and Trump, like, really just kind of like, they both were like non-likable. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they
like,
both. And here's the thing: I don't mean anything bad. They both look like old white dudes who could be like racist back from a time. That's literally, and I mean this for like both ones, right? I think at the end of the day, Trump's done more that's been anti-racist and didn't use the N-word like Biden has back in the past. That's my personal
Hey,
thing.
look, fat.
What?
What do you said to the guy? Look, fat.
You called him fat?
Yeah. Yo, you guys look at this. Go to YouTube. It's one of my favorite ones. Put "look fat" Joe Biden.
Look, he might be racist. Dude, I wonder if it hears us, because I just said that. Like, I didn't say damn liar. This one?
Yeah, click on that. I think it's got the whole thing.
Yeah, dude, he's like senile.
And I can get things done. That's why I'm running. And you want to check my shape on, let's do push-ups together, man. Let's run. Let's do whatever you want to do.
We should do push-ups.
No one has said my son has done anything wrong, and I
feel bad for him about this part. As bad as
no one has ever said it.
Well,
say you were doing anything wrong. You said I set up my son to work in an oil company. Isn't that what you said? Get your words straight, Jack.
That's what I hear on MSNBC.
You don't hear that in MSNBC. You did not hear that. But you heard. Look, okay, I'm not going to get in an argument with you, man.
Well, I don't want to.
Well, yeah, you do, but look, Pat, look, here's the deal. Here's the deal.
It looks like you don't have to go that old and Trump.
Any other questions?
Yeah, all right. I'm not voting for you.
Well, I knew you weren't, man. You think I thought you said I would vote for you? You're too old to vote for me.
Dude, he just disses them. That's the same thing Trump does.
Dude, I know. It's insane.
Yeah. So
Look, fat.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I don't know. Like, listen, here's the deal. So who knows?
Oh, America.
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason. Well, here's the thing. The good thing is, at least Boris Johnson, dude, you saw that. He, I don't know if we need to show that. I think everybody knows that by now. He said done with the masks and everything, right?
Wait, dude, you hear the people cheered?
Yeah, dude, obviously, dude. Like
listen, let me tell you something. If Biden wanted to become the people's person, if he wanted his approval rating to go up, he would just like end mandates, end mask mandates.
Everybody knows it's stupid to a point.
People of America, we trust you. We trust you to do the right thing. Do the right thing. Treat each other well. We're ending mandates. Take care of each other.
Here, let me ask you this question. Do you think they started the vaccine to try and hurt people or try and save people?
No, I do. Okay. I think it was to try and save people 100%. I don't think it's the most evil thing, but this is what I think. I think it's a bad product. I don't think it's as good as we thought it was going to be.
Right. And I think
I shouldn't say bad. It's mediocre product.
I'm in the
Sorry, it's a mediocre product.
Yeah, the Sun looked in. Does CNN show it? Let's see. Ends mask. Yeah, they do. And nightclub restrictions.
I want to stress from the outset that this pandemic is far from
Gary
over.
Busey's telling people no more masks.
And to those who say we should delay again,
this guy's
the alternative
a nut
to
job
that
too.
Is to open.
Dude, like I don't see listen, I don't want to be president, truth be told, okay? But like if this guy could be the prime minister, right? And Trump and Biden and all these guys here too, I think an outsider for America, whether it's Ed Milet, Grant Cardone, any of these guys would be way better off. Manny Fernandez, right? Would be way better off than any of the people we have on the inside running in, you know? Where is it where he does it? I guess it's this right
This
here.
morning, the cabinet concluded that because of the extraordinary booster campaign, together with the way the public have responded to the Plan B measures, we can return to Plan A in England and allow Plan B regulations to expire. As a result, from the start of Thursday next week, mandatory certification will end. Organizations can, of course, choose to use the NHS COVID pass voluntarily, but we will end the compulsory use of COVID status certification in England. From now on, the government is no longer asking people to work from home. And people should now speak to their employers about arrangements for returning to the office. And having looked at the data carefully, the cabinet concluded that once regulations lapse, the government will no longer mandate the wearing of face masks anywhere. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, from tomorrow, we will no longer require face masks in classrooms, and the Department for Education will shortly remove national guidance on their use in communal areas. In the country at large, we will continue to suggest the use of face coverings in enclosed or crowded spaces, particularly when you come into contact with people you don't normally meet, but we will trust the judgment of the British people and no longer criminalize anyone who chooses not to wear one.
Okay. Dude, so listen, if Biden did that, took that same exact thing and said that about the American people, dude, his approval rating would go from 33% to at least 44%.
Mm-hmm. Did you see this? I don't even know if it's on YouTube. I just saw it somewhere else. No, there's one where a 9-year-old gets arrested. I guess there's a lot of 9-year-olds get arrested. Well, this is good to watch. But there's a 9-year-old girl who got arrested for not having a vaccine card. And,
was this
all the time, man? In New York. It was in New York.
Yeah, man. I know. Jeez.
I know, dude. Which is right down the street from us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I'm out of Connecticut. Yeah.
Read some of the comments.
This is the Sun, dude.
What a politician does what the people want. They're usually under investigation. Boris announcing scrapping rules, he ignored himself. This is the world we live in. You're right. If I left the UK public COVID restrictions, will back off, stop passing about the party. Sorry, parties that I had. He's only doing this again in favor of the public, so he doesn't have to resign. This screams I got caught ignoring the rules, so don't get rid of me. Please be happy. If you people believe they're going to stop this, you're dreaming. This means that this will keep the potential people who lose their jobs not jabbed up by February.
Dude, that's something that, like, I don't know if Andy Frisella still has it up there, but that's why I said it to him. Like, so many people have been dragged through this that you don't believe like what's going on right now, you know? Like,
I know, it's, dude, nobody has trust anymore. No one has trust.
Kind of. I mean, no, but the thing that you can trust most is we could always trust. Like, I'm sick, right? I can trust my health, what I'm doing, right? And that's it, man. And that's it. And what around. And the thing is, at the end of the day, you can't not here's this thing with yeah, I didn't think it was, I didn't personally, and I love Tom and what he's trying to do, but I didn't think it was the best video, you know.
I liked it. I mean, I didn't like much of Adam, and listen, no shit against Adam Calhoun. I'm just saying it didn't hit me as much as other videos.
Mm-hmm.
Although when I first watched Fake Woke, I was like, meh. And then I started listening to it. I was like, ooh, this is a really good song.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he has it. It's been a little while.
Dude, he's had this picture up for a while, man. He doesn't put anything else. See, chances are you're going to die from this virus. You might. Someone you love might, which is why you should be smart. However, chances are you're going to live. Any chances you're going to be, and the chances you're going to be living a very stressful financial situation, at least temporarily. Those are still facts. So because you are likely to live and because you're likely to be financially stressed, I'd like to remind you, times of stress importance, that nearly everything great comes from pressure. Dude, this is literally where I blew up, was during the pressure. That extremely hard to remember when you are down to your last bucks. I've been in business for 21 years, but half the time I was less than a week away from being totally busted financially. Yeah,
dude, that's so true. Whenever I've been down like to my last dollar, I'm like, dude, I don't know, another week of this and I'm gonna go broke. And then somehow you figure it out.
But so that's got to give you confidence for anybody, any entrepreneurs, anybody out there trying to make it or do something like that. Like, to know like that's part of the journey is like fine. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's one thing to put yourself through it, but it's another thing to put people you love through it. You know what I mean? So
there's two people that are going to come kind of this current economic stress. The first group are going to look back at this time that broke them. The second time is look at the time that made them. Yeah, like I look at this as this is what made me. This is what accelerated my fame more than anything was COVID, right? Was me. You remember, Josh, I went home, I think, and it was during COVID, and you sent me money, right? I think you sent me money when I had no money coming in. Remember that?
I don't.
You do. I remember, because I didn't have anything coming in. My 4-unit didn't pay. It's like act like I tell these stories, right? I'm a big storyteller. But this is actually true. Every single one of my tenants couldn't pay. JC Tenati, the window company, laid me off. And then I take my 3,400 check. It's on YouTube, dude. Me being like, I'm going to put this in affiliate marketing software. I literally thought I should hold on to this check just to like stretch it out. I thought, no, if I do that, let me put it all into the software I've been building. And that way, if we can make money from home, we can help a lot of people. That's literally what I thought. We can do jobs and everything. And then a couple of weeks later, after wiring it to Ahmad, which Ahmad's now doing an NFT launch, we have the Russian coder, which I have it on my YouTube camera somewhere, threatened to delete the whole server, you know?
Crazy, man. Yeah, I don't know how you get in those things.
Risk though, but here's the thing, dude. That's what's now got me like reason like to go through things like that is now why I get flown out by like why I get really revered a lot. You know what I mean? For like marketing, like learning so much, dude. Like you should see the stuff that like I don't even go on what I know. Like when we're in here, this is more just me relaxing. But like marketing, branding, NFT, metaverse, metaverse world, like, dude, I just like study all the time. I'm hot right now, actually. Like right
now. So let me ask you this real quick. What do you think is going to happen in the next like 6 months? Do you think we're going to go back to a normal for a little bit?
So I only worry about, and I know this sounds bad, but like I only worry about myself right now. So as a country, like I worry about what I can control, because whatever I can control, I can make more impact into the world, right? So if I can build up a strong base with Changing Lives accelerator in the community and the consulting group, and a big strong whole movement of people, right? Just very similar why I have more people come on, help get out their message more and help them inspire others always, right? And go on and do the message. Then I can infiltrate more people by getting my message to one person, then get it to somebody else, right? So I'm on a wicked tier. That's why the webinar is not just a money grab for me, really, but it's to get people's messages out there in front of the right people to then change it. And then if stuff, gets really tough and everything, now I have a whole tribe of people, right, that are willing to do something, right, who believe in a common goal, right? Like, I think that's the biggest thing ever, because I think right now, the only reason why there's any rules with the government right now is just because it's people and it's energy, and certain people in the government and where they're at, they got in charge, they've been in power for a while, they say some stuff, we take it as law, right? But all you need, and this is time proven over time, there's nothing new, is someone like Martin Luther King Jr., it was just his day the other day, to come out there with a lot of energy, get a lot of people thing, and then you make a force of energy of people going. So I don't think that's why, like, do I think we're in the end time? Sure, all that, but like, it doesn't mean like you don't go out there and don't try and make a force or make a wave difference for any one of us,
Right. So I asked, what do you think is going to happen in the next 6 months? And your summary of that question was, I don't care about what happens in the next 6 months. I just care about what happens right now, pretty much, right?
Yeah, I mean, no, I do. Next 6 months. Yeah, I think, if you had to look at it.
This is the reasoning why I asked that question. Okay.
Yeah.
So first off,
I don't think much is happening in 6 months, really. I think it's
leadership, right? I'll tell you why I asked that question. Leadership, the one of the most common aspects and key components of leadership is vision, right? What's going to happen in the future? Because if you don't have people, that's like what the Bible says, right? Without a vision, the people will perish, right? So if you're starting a company,
I'm gonna go live on Instagram. I'll do it this time without saying anything bad. I mean, without distracting. Go ahead. I'm paying attention, dude.
So without a vision, the people will perish, right? So if you don't have a vision, if you don't anticipate what's going to happen within the next 6 months, within the next year or so, anticipation is key, because if you expect things to either go well or not go well, what's going to happen is you're going to be consistently surprised. And anybody who's reacting instead of being proactive is they're always going to fall short, right? Because reaction time is better than proaction time, right? It's not as good as proaction time. So that's why I said, what's going to happen within the next 6 months. This is why I think it's very important for us to, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. For us to anticipate what's going to happen in the future, right? So there's talks about everything going back to semi-normal, meaning normal like life before all crazy stuff happened, right? Mm-hmm. So why do you think it would go back to normal?
Why do I think everything would go back to normal?
Yeah, within the next 6 months.
Herd immunity. We all got sick. Everybody's sick in the world. I think it's just stupid.
Which the CDC is starting to, they're actually starting to say, hey, listen, people are getting immune from Omicron, natural immunity, plus the vaccine. We're doing well, right? Mm-hmm. Yo, did you hear about this too as well? This came out, which is something that the CDC recognized, which 2 years ago you couldn't talk about. People dying with COVID as opposed to of COVID. Mm-hmm. Did you hear about that? Yes, statistics of people dying with COVID as opposed to of COVID, meaning I died strictly of COVID as opposed to having COVID in my system. Mm-hmm. So instead of like the 700,000 people we have, it's like 15 to 17,000 each year. So about 30,000 people that just died strictly from COVID, right? No comorbidities, right? Mm-hmm. So the CDC is actually starting to recognize this. Not that much of blatant, like I said that out pretty blatantly. Mm-hmm. But you need to break it down in order to figure out the statistics. But the CDC starting to recognize this. This is the reasoning why. midterms is happening 2022 for America, right? So what's happening right now, if you watch our country, is Joe Biden's trying to get stuff done and he can't get anything done, right? He can't pass all these mandates that he's trying to do. He's trying to do new voting laws, new restriction laws, all these different things, right? To now make sure like we're not restricting the vote. Let anybody vote, so the voting is fair, right? We're opening up the board. There's so much insane things that have happened within this past year of Biden being president. So the midterms are coming up 2022. If Biden is smart, he will lift things up and then take credit for it to get people go, oh my God, thank God we're back to normal, right? Now, that's what people are talking about, saying, man, this is like, if no matter what side you're on, if you're a president right now and you're realizing I can't get stuff done, the only way I'm going to be able to get stuff done is if I come out and look like a hero and be a unifier of people. Now, a lot of politicians, they don't want to be a unifier of people. They want to be a person of control, right? Which is what Biden's administration has been trying to do. Control, shut down the virus. Can't shut down the virus. So we do mandates. Can't get mandates done, so we're gonna cry about it, right? And it's literally, I'm not saying like I don't hate Biden, that he's our president. I want him to do well. I'm just saying these are statistically things that have happened since day one, since he got into office. So the challenge with that is now making him being able to be successful. One of the lowest, he's got the lowest ranking of approval rating, 33%, 34%. That's so bad. It was worse than Trump, dude. And Trump was really pissing people off. So that's 1 year.
Trump wasn't a unifier either. He was
no, he wasn't. So what I'm saying is this. I'm saying I think we could return to a semi sense of normalcy within the next 6 months if Biden wants to take advantage of that, so he can gain back some recognition and then have his party, right, the Democratic Party, take credit for it, right? Whether it is or it isn't, he can now be in the position of authority and say, listen, look what our party did. We shut down the virus. Now less people are dying. Right? He just has to say the statistics that are coming out by the CDC right now, right? So it's like a perfect plan for things to go significantly better. Now, what I think is going to happen after that, 2022, who knows? Will the voters remember? Will they forget? Who knows? And then we'll take it from there.
I've been watching since I've been laid up sick, more watching Elon Musk, the AI robots, all the stuff, Neuralink. They have a machine that basically goes into your brain and does the incision and puts it in.
Yeah, he talked about it on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, dude, I actually saw the video and the walkthrough of everything and how like anybody can, like, if you can't eyesight, they can turn on your eyesight again or not hear. Like it literally can do whatever. And it's really freaky, dude, with knowledge and technology.
So Tony Robbins is having a book called Life Force. That's out. It's all about taking care of your body better with medicine, with technology too, as well. I'm very curious to read that because Tony Robbins calls things straight as they are, right? He does not like, he's not a super positive guy. He does have positivity with him, but he calls things straight as they are. So he'll call what the coronavirus is straight as it is. And
he did on whatchamacallit on
and my Let's Podcast. And he's been doing that since the day of the beginning. He's like, guys, you're being controlled by the media. He's like, thousands of people die every single year. Hundreds of thousands of people die of heart disease. Like now we're just focusing on this. And he's like, this is just statistically accurate.
That he can see that,
yeah, which is a shame, right? It really is a shame. And now everybody's being I'm saying we shouldn't take it seriously, but at this point, it's insane. Anyway, I'm politicized out. You want to talk UFC?
Yeah, dude. I really don't. Personally, I don't like politics at all. I like change though, and one way to do change is through politics. So by next time, I'm gonna look up the requirements. So if anybody else here watching wants to run for president, we know how. Because I don't think, Josh, who do you think, let's talk about this in the future. Who do you think wins 2024? If we're still here, like Dad always says, who do you think wins 2024 election? Do you think Trump runs actually?
I think he does. The way they're trying to get the voting done is so Trump can't run again, right? And they're trying to make January 6th out to be the next, which by the way, listen, I know I'm not a fan of what happened in January 6th, but I publicly want to say this. If you're comparing January 6th to Pearl Harbor and to 9/11 and you're serious about it, there's something wrong with you. Because it is not like that at all. First off, I didn't even know January 6th happened.
So, dude, I didn't even know anybody was comparing it. So I literally do not watch the news like that. I watch Millionaire Marathon, and I have a few little things I do. So I don't know that people compare stuff like that. Like, it's stupid. Like, so I don't even get upset about it because, like, I don't. And but am I?
So Biden and Kamala Harris came out and said, "Hey, this is." They went like December 7th.
Well, 9/11. Yeah, they have to. I mean, yeah. That was, I will say though, that was bad though. The January 6th there was nothing good about that, like at all. And I personally, dude, this is just my belief. I personally think Trump might have known it was happening and just been like, well, this is good. At least people are mad because he was mad about the whole thing too.
Right.
You know
yeah.
I mean? So like, I don't think, my whole point is the whole thing was made. Who knows if they hired everybody or people? There's some crazy Trump people, dude, who are idiots anyway. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, there's crazy. That's the thing that like.
And
I
there's
think
crazy
what
left
pisses
people too,
off
dude, that are
well,
just so to the other side.
Dude, yeah, Antifa,
Can't
right?
get through to them, you know.
So Antifa, the BLM riots, right? Millions of dollars worth of damage. People died all across those riots, right? Businesses will never open again. Ever. People's lives destroyed. Entrepreneurs, their lives destroyed.
There's every 4 years. It's so here's the thing.
And you had politicians come out and say, burn these cities to the ground, right? And that happened. That happened consistently. It didn't happen on one day. It happened consistently. And the media told us these are mostly peaceful, right? So encourage people to do bad behavior over and over again. And people's lives have been destroyed. They have no more businesses. They have no more brick and mortar business because their insurance companies can't pay the cost of what actually happened. And now people, their lives have been destroyed, but we don't talk about it, right? Because we can't, because it's not a media narrative that they can back up, right? But we talk about January 6th.
Right now.
What's that?
We are right now.
I'm just saying, we'll talk about January 6th. And I'm not saying what was good that happened in January 6th, but there's people's lives got destroyed. And we don't even say boo about it. Nobody gets held accountable, but we hold people accountable for, hey, January 6th, right? And it's a shame. It really is a shame. And like both parties are wrong. I'm not saying either party's right. It's a shame, unfortunate.
Yeah, I have people on TikTok Live saying, forget the riots, LOL. By the way, shout out to Prumet Fit, who's in here. That's the Maria, the girl who, when I was trying to make the trip to Florida for Miliari Group, I was sick as a dog. I called everybody up for life insurance, you know, because I had to write one policy. And I figured, why not do it? And she was one of the girls who was like, I can't do it. White woman killed by black cop on January 6th. Okay, yeah. So they're writing stuff in here. But
I mean, like, listen, I don't want to create any more narrative. I'm saying, listen, human beings, they're not perfect. No matter what side you're on.
At the end of the day, dude, I think everybody really cares. Like people get worked up over like just stupid stuff, dude. It's all what you program your mind. And so that's why Tony Robbins said it right. Turn off the news, man. It's just such a narrative they're doing it. Even social media, like just put out good stuff in your mind, man. Search out motivational videos, search out books, positive thinking, like search all that stuff in there, you know? And then if you're going to tune yourself out, pick something, whether it's football, whether it's Cobra Kai, whether it's UFC, pick something to actually enjoy and do something for a little bit of time, but don't waste too long doing it. Because I think right now where we're at as a country in America is, especially if you have your solid mind and everything, you can communicate at a high level. You need to have your voice be heard more so now than ever. It's going to become very relevant in the next 4 years, 4 to 6 years. And if you don't realize it now, it's the Jordan Peterson thing on Joe Rogan. It was just inching closer. We're just inching closer to losing our freedom right now. That's why the word of the year for me is freedom. I'm very aware of what's going on. I'm not scared about it at all. I was born for such a time as this. So are you. And now let's go forward let's have a tactical plan all right, and you think next 5 steps that moves ahead, whether it's Patrick and David or whatever, what we're going to do, right? I've thought up enough 12 steps that moves ahead where even if I had to run for president, I would, right? That's like at the worst case scenario. I do not want to, right? But like, that's me accepting that, okay, to have freedom in America, to build Kokomo J is my dream. I might not be able to do it under the socialistic, if we become socialistic and communism like China right now, people look at China, dude, and they're like, good for China. China's better. They focus on education and everything. And they're not wrong. If you put the number bigs, China, the way they've come down on everything and the way they control everything, they've actually been able to build up their economy where they're overtaking the US by #1 economy. You know what I mean? So, but then you have people who are so in love with the communist idea, the Bernie Sanders, the everything like that, who aren't really educated. And I don't mean that not educated, but like at the end of the day, what makes freedom is capitalism. It's America. It's the fact that I remember talking to Dad and saying, man, unfortunately it takes money. Oh yeah, the whole thing happened, the foreclosure again too. So 15 grand we got to come up with again. But like, it's fortunate we have money. You know what I mean? It's fortunate that we can go out there. Like in America right now, we can still go out and produce every single day. You know, Sunday at 4 p.m., I'm doing a webinar on brand awareness to help people do exactly that, to show you how to do that. Right. And I have the freedom to do that right now. In China, I might not. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of different ways to actually be thankful for what we have right now, you know?
Yeah, there is. And I know I spend a lot of time on it. I think it's my focus has become a little bit more different since I got married, and
trying to show you.
Yeah, whenever you do that, you never get me, by the way. You always like show like the wall or something like that. I'm like, here's Josh Lewis growth.
Yeah, I do. By the way, I know I never do that. Eventually, I'm going to hire a video guy. So if anybody wants to be a video guy, you can DM me at Jeff the Entrepreneur, and that's what we'll do. We'll get a video guy going soon. So,
but yeah, I think you
said so big. I don't know how to flip it either. The screen. Oh, there it is. Flip camera.
What you said is right. So we don't need to focus on it, but we need to focus on getting people better and getting the people around us to be better, and just treating each other better, treating each other right. You know, there's no reason why we should be divided.
Which I don't see any division though, dude. Like I go out everywhere I'm around, there is no division at all. Where's the division?
Yeah, so plenty of places, dude.
Is there division at Bar Taco or whatever? You know what I mean?
Dude, absolutely. See, this is the thing, is you're very good at tuning out everything which by the way, everybody is. Every human being is. It's called confirmation bias. Whatever you want to see, you will see.
No. But, yeah, okay, I agree with that.
Right. So
go ahead.
I know what you're saying. You're like, oh man, it's not divided, whatever it is. Dude, I have conversations with people every day, right? And I probably talk to a lot more people than you do, right? Every day, because I'm talking to hundreds of different people every single day. Maybe not, but people throw out their narratives, right? Oh, they're probably a Trump supporter, right? Oh, man, he's probably an idiot. Let's go, Brandon, right? And they've been tuned in. And me, I strive to be an agreeable person. So if somebody says something like that, I lean into what they say instead of force it. I just go, hey man, yeah, you know, everybody's got their beliefs. I hear you, you know, and I don't cause a division. But dude, people are holding matches and they're ready to light them at any moment, right? People got mad because we weren't doing vaccine. We weren't asking for vaccine cards, and like, there's certain things like I know you're like, where's the division? Where's the division? What's that?
They were in Philadelphia.
Yeah, well, right. Yeah, I know. I guess they're doing it in New Haven too, as well. And somebody was like, "Hey, do you do?" And I was like, "No, we don't." I'm like, how come? I'm like, we're not mandating it. And I was like, I'm always like, hey, we accept everybody. You know.
I guess if I was vaccinated and I went and took the risk, I guess I'd want to know that other people took the risk with me, right? Because it is a risk.
I mean, definitely. Especially with, unfortunately, the vaccine not being as as protective as we had hoped. I think there are people who are kind of upset about it, kind of taking that anger out and forcing it on other people. Because what are you going to do? Force the anger at yourself? You're not going to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, there is division out there. It really is. And it's gotten worse.
Worse since Trump or worse?
Within the ever since, yeah, like Trump didn't help it.
Well,
I think
my whole point was, okay, when Black Lives Matter was going, and we probably should get on UFC thing was going. Okay,
yeah, but let's keep going. This is
when Black Lives Matter was going on, right? And there was this whole thing. And maybe Dad saw some stuff. Maybe it's just because and I don't know, but I never saw any like hatred towards me because I was like white, like at that time. Like that's what it was like. That's what everybody was saying. I didn't feel that personally. And I was around like a lot of different things like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you know, that is true.
I know it was in certain sectors, it was happening right in there, right? And even that, dude, even like the Trump stuff. Yeah, the Trump stuff, I will say, definitely there's some divide at some kitchen tables and people not going there. Trump was definitely, he was a lightning rod for everything.
Yeah, he was. I think what's worse is this whole vaccine, non-vaccine things, because it's an intentional divide that doesn't matter. It became political, but it doesn't matter what your politics are.
Think about the vaccine, it's worldwide too, you know?
Right, exactly. And you can
Australia, dude. I mean, there's not even a divide. They're just like, well, I guess there's a divide. They were doing it, but they were just jabbing people and demanding it like crazy, dude, you know?
Yeah, you know, there's a good interview Joe Rogan just did with an Australian journalist, Josh Epps, I believe his name is. And he talks about like there's like the States, there's different like divisions in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And one part is completely locked down and the other part is not so much locked down, but like you can get in and get out, you know? So it's pretty interesting to listen to. But yeah, I think at this point, I think it's just, dude, like, I don't know. I felt it a lot. I ran a wedding, right? My wedding. I'm wearing a ring on my finger, but I had own family members who told me, can you guarantee everybody will be vaccinated at your wedding?
Right, yeah.
And I said, no. And why would I? That's discriminatory. And they said, well, we won't come to your wedding. Right?
Right.
People that I've known my whole life that I've spent Christmases, Thanksgivings with said, we will not come to your wedding because you can't guarantee everybody's vaccinated.
Well,
right?
Kool-Aid, dude. They're drinking the Kool-Aid, you know?
And I get that, but like you're like, I don't see any division. I did. Maybe it's because I'm looking at it, or I'm seeing different things, or I'm not exactly sure. But dude, trust me, there is division out there, and if we pretend like it doesn't exist.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying I didn't see it. So my whole point not seeing it, I think, is also by me surrounding myself with all Grant Cardone people, driven people, all those people, right, is why I don't see it. Because I've just surrounded myself with all Ed Milet, the Miliari group, right? Do you feel it around those people or no?
No, I don't. Most of it, you know, yeah, it's not like a fear type thing.
Like, when I went to California, I will admit, when I went to California, LA, I felt I didn't have my mask on. There was something wrong with me, right? Like they definitely had that thing, but not everybody, dude. I always, and I don't know if this is just me programming my subconscious mind. Like I was in Philadelphia, and the dude, his name's Taekwon or whatever, he let me sit there even though I have a vaccine card and everything. Like I found the one person who could care less about it. You know what I mean? And like he got really in trouble. Like the rule is you need your vaccine mandate, you know? So dude, and I mean this in a way of everything. This is why, like, we're coming on doing the show. I'm in a point right now, and I don't know what, and this is why I like traveling. I run into certain people and certain things that just feel so ordained by the Lord or whatever. There are certain connections that I just have like a gift to me. Like, and I almost feel like not guilty for it.
Your one of your gifts, dude, is not just that. What you trap is that you have an extremely short-term memory, right? I know. I've lived around you a lot. I've seen you piss off people. I've seen people reject you. I've seen people, whatever it is, but you don't even like, you just like, whatever. It doesn't even happen. For me, whenever like that happens to me, I'm like, okay, I take notes like, man, what did I do wrong? Right.
Uh,
You
I-
won't even do that. It
I
like
think
this
you process it. I just process stuff extremely fast. That's what I do. It hurts, dude, but I process it fast, and then that's why like I talk fast, do everything fast. Like my brain, when Michael died, after mom died, and I saw Michael, this is when I was first aware of it. Keith, who was thing, said, Jeff, something about you. He's like, I watched this about you. He's like, could never understand you. He goes, I watched you go through all 7 stages of grief. He's so analytical, right? You sat in there, you went through denial, this, that, blah, 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 all in 1 second. He goes, where you were actually like, oh, because then I was so mad because I wasn't cried out after Michael's death. He's like, I think you just process stuff faster than most people. And it made me think, and I don't mean that, but like I've always kind of done that. That's part of the reason why I've been able to learn something and reteach it, is because I've gotten it. And this was it in middle school when I taught and everything. So I know like it's like a bad thing, like if you don't remember your negative stuff and maybe you don't seek on it and stuff. And it's not that I don't, it still hurts, dude. And I remember like a lot of the negative stuff, the rejections, the girls turning me down, them telling me I can't play football and everything. It was just, I wouldn't sit there. You know what I mean? I'd go really quick out of it, because if I sat there, I didn't like the feeling of sitting there, so what can I do about it?
So right. And I will say this one thing, it's favorable. It's very favorable to you and your personality. And one thing, a lot of highly egotistical and arrogant people do is they have the same thing. And that is, it doesn't matter what somebody else says. They just kind of like process it quick and just make up their own justification and go on to the next thing too as well. I'm not saying you're highly egotistical or arrogant, but if you ever try and coach somebody who's arrogant, their immediate reaction is, I don't need to get better. I don't need to fix. I don't need to do anything. And they're not the problem. You're the problem, right? For telling them that they need to change, right? Because they don't need to change because they're the best. And I think a lot of that is, sometimes I think we all did, used to have some of that. And I know sometimes I fight that too as well. And I think now you bring it to more of a healthy point where you accept it, but then just move on. You accept it.
I still see, dude, the biggest thing that happened to me just recently was I'd always misspell stuff and I wouldn't look over stuff. And Stephanie, one of the clients or customers or whatever in the Changing Lives community group, she called me on it. And I said, yeah, well, Grant tells to do, and I made an excuse for my laziness. And I said, well, Grant says, it's good to do advertising with misspellings to get more attention. And that's just how I dismissed it, right? Because it's just, I don't take time. It's not even a bad speller. I just don't take time. I literally just post and go, right? So, and she really hampered on me to a point where it hurt a little bit. And then I made a decision not to do that. So if there is a misspelling, it's a typo.
I have a question, because the way you said something there is interesting to me, because like the way I process things, the way you process things, it's like, I think it all comes down to a manner of self-esteem, how you say things, right? If I am not good at speaking, I need to be real with myself and say, I'm not good at speaking. Now, if I had a very poor self-esteem, I need to be careful how I talk to myself about that, right? Because then I'll go down and I'll feel bad about it, right? So I want to be careful and say, well, it's not that I'm not good at public speaking. It's not that I haven't practiced on it, right? So then when I started really learning about self-esteem and learning that nobody can take your worth away, your worth is it really doesn't matter in the long run, but it's really always what you present it to be in your mind and your subconscious, that I was like, fuck, dude, I need to be really, really brutally honest with myself, because if I'm not brutally honest and I kind of like just go, well, I mean, it's not that I was never really good. And I go, no, dude, look in the mirror. You're not good. You the way you speak, you say you pause too much. You're on one direction, then you're off in another direction. Then that pain forces me to change, right? So if I gave myself a thumbs up. If I justifies, I don't know how to turn it off.
Zoom was giving you a thumbs up for it.
Yeah, that's funny. So for you right there, you said it's not that I'm a bad speller. It's just that I don't take the time, which I agree. But what if you said, dude, I'm a bad speller. Do you think that would spark any change, or do you think that's too painful for you to admit to yourself or to other people? So you're just going to say a little bit, because I know I do this too as well, this little like soft justification that kind of creates something that makes it a little bit more easier for myself to handle and for other people to digest too as well.
Yeah, no, probably I am a bad speller then.
I'm not like saying that. I'm just like, I'm saying, do you think that's the reasoning for doing something like that?
No, I don't think so. It's just I've known when people have called me out on not spelling consulting, I know how to spell consulting. So it's not like I'm a bad speller about that. You know what I mean? So like that was my whole point. It's the words that I've misspelled, or you can go look into on changinglivescourse.com. There's still misspellings that people DM me about all the time, and I have to fix them. I just don't go in, I send it. And that's a lot of things I should do it myself. But I've sold off of it before. And my whole point was I'm not teaching a spelling course. I'm teaching people how to sell, you know? So, but I get that it needs to be cleaned up in that point. So that's the new thing with the new brand and everything.
I mean, like the spelling thing was more of just an example. I was just saying, because I know what, like, dude, the worst thing I ever did was take over the restaurant that was ranked at the bottom, because it literally kicked my ass mentally, physically. I had panic attacks. I was getting sick, you know, all the stuff. But it really, really beat me up really bad. And I had to look at myself and go, this is bad. And I'm responsible for this. Nobody else is. And that sucked, dude, because like, it made me look at myself internally and go, I am not good. I need to get better. I need to get better so the business gets better, so people get better. And I need to stop tolerating the bullshit and the justifications that I keep on saying, well, I don't need to fire that person because of this. Well, I don't need to do that because of this. And then just being like, no, I got to fire him. You know?
Yeah, dude, 100%. Like, I don't ever think I'm really like I come to all these events. Like when I went to, I'll post the video on YouTube later. When I came out of the Wealth Bowl, right? And not even the Wealth Bowl with Ed Milet and everything, or Grant Cardone's conference, everything. I always walk out because I'm around all these people and I always think you're not good enough. That's the biggest feeling I have after being around people who are really just killing it, right? But like, that's who I want to be around. I want to be around people who are really killing it. So I know, because then it ups my game to now win a trip to Florida and Hawaii now. You know what I mean? Because what are they doing? They're just taking more action than me in this level. Like then I just look at, okay, what do I really want though? You know?
Yeah. You know, there was a post-rock band that had an album that was called Who You Are Is Not Enough. And I thought to myself, man, if I didn't have a healthy self-esteem, that could be really, really bad, right? Because I would always think I'm not good enough, I'm not there. But I remember thinking to myself, and back when we lived together, I actually wrote that on my whiteboard. It said, who you are is not enough. And what that meant was, that was me talking to my ego and saying, who I am is good, but I can be better tomorrow. I can be better today, you know? Which is always kind of like a healthy point to look at it. But I think only, dude, and this is coming from somebody who had a very, very poor self-sense worth. I don't think you can speak to yourself in that brutally sense, honestly sense, until you actually have a good like sense of self-worth and understand, hey, I am loved no matter what. But yeah, this got into a bunch of different other things.
No, this dude, it always turns into a growth show with you. That's one thing you naturally do very well. So I want to get into the UFC fight card. That's why I came over here. But dude, no, not to get off of it, but no, I think you're right. I think, listen, Josh, you know me, I don't ever want to think I'm more than I am, right? 100%. Like, I really don't. I am what I am. But like, I'm proud of, like, I write down what I'm grateful for, like every day. I haven't written it down yet today because I've been sick actually, but I always write down, I'm thankful to, you know, my good looks, my brand, right, where it's at. I'm grateful for my family, for you, right, for this computer, for this phone, right. I'm really grateful for my real estate investment, even though it's not even working out and everything, just the fact that I was able to do that and it gave me things. Like, I'm grateful for like a lot of the stuff that I've done so far. So it gives me confidence of, okay, now what can I go accomplish? You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that's huge because I think if I'm, and listen, I'm definitely hard on myself, dude. I'm pissed off that like I don't have my automated webinar up, but that's my fault to do right there. Let me go get my slides and get them all done. You know, I'll work on them after this, you know? So I think sometimes it's okay. Man, I'm getting hot again too. It's funny. I feel like I look good, but I feel like clammy. It's weird, dude.
Yeah, dude, you are sick. You gotta have COVID. Because when I had COVID, I had all that.
Yeah, it's just like I want to go and get better, and I'm like, oh, like it hits you pretty.
Like
good.
I was like on my 6th or 7th day, and I was like, dude, I feel fine. And then I would get in the shower and be like, I'm gonna fall over, and then I'd be like, oh no, I'm not.
Yeah, that's kind of how
it was weird.
Sore?
What?
Is your whole body sore? Like,
yeah, and I slept. I slept a lot, so I didn't feel the pain.
Oh, dude, I slept a ton, dude. That's why I think my body's sore because I slept so much. I think I slept wrong. My whole, I don't know. It's weird, dude. You know, that's why I want to go to the gym. You know.
Yeah, don't go to the gym because one really thing that's so people wonder if they should ever work out if they're sick or not. One thing that when you work out, it's a physical strain on your body, and it actually causes your immune system to take a hit. But normally when you're healthy, we expect that and our body like attacks it. But when we're sick, it already is taking, it's hitting our immune system more than we need it to. And we need that immune system to help us recover. So that's why working out when you're sick is not a good idea. Even though I've done it, we've all done it, because you still want to feel better and force yourself to be better. But anyway, let's go on to UFC.
Yeah, these are Dr. Wu's vitamins that cure you of any fever. Oh, supposed to take 4 of them. They're really tough to take though for me. Here, you want to share your screen or no?
Yeah, I can.
I'm getting tired, believe it or not. This is what I mean, dude. Like I start working and then I get tired and everything. Does Joe Rogan put the card on here or no?
I don't think he did yet.
What's the dog? Is this his dog?
That's his dog.
I didn't know that. Marshall, and he has its own page.
I know, right?
Dude, he said,
loves all people.
Dude, is he married? Is Joe Rogan married or no?
Yeah, his wife is not in the public circle. Neither is his kids. He does not allow them to be.
I think that's maybe what I want to do, man.
Dude, did you see this picture? Click on this picture. It was getting shared a lot. Well,
the crazy one?
Down. It's the black and white photo.
This one?
Yeah. And let's read the caption on it real quick.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
A soldier's face before and after the war, 1941 versus 1945. I have looked at this photo so many times, I feel as if I could fall inside of it. Look at this person. It's 4 years, dude.
Wow. Young man aspiring to become an artist who loved painting portraits and landscapes. He graduated from Cal Institute. His career artist in Germany. He fought in several fierce battles in Ukraine, but was wounded in 1941 because of a prisoner of war. Yeah, it is crazy, dude.
Dude, that wasn't long ago.
Dude, no, it's not even long ago. So at the Wealth Bowl, there were 3 guys that Cash knew that he came up. They were young military kids. And one of them was like part of Afghanistan and everything, dude. And they were there while people got pulled away and they watched people die. Dude, they explained it all. They explained how the military saved them and how it broke them and how people, when they leave the military and they become like this, they want to kill themselves and how they help them talk out of themselves, you know? Dude, it was so crazy. And then they did a giving thing for them. Everybody, they played We Are the World, and everybody came and gave whatever money they are to the thing. And they talked about giving us, she'll be giving unto you, you know?
Yeah.
Who said that?
I don't know.
So what I'll do, let's see if I message this guy already. Is he a fighter? Is he a kickboxer?
He's a fighter.
Let's see if I messaged him. I already follow him. See if I already messaged him already. Well, do you get all these messages all the time?
Yeah, that's why I stay off Instagram. It's all spam now. The only thing that's not spam.
There you go. Oh, ice. Which email? This is my assistant. All
All
right.
right.
So let's get to the UFC. Well, actually, I want to
back to the UFC fights.
So I wish I waited because, dude, I was literally crying before watching.
Sounds rough if you haven't experienced January 6th. This is why I love human beings, you know.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. There's still funniness in the whole craziness. No, but if we go to YouTube and we go to what's that guy's name who's fighting? Brandon, what's his name?
Moreno.
Or actually just do this one here. Speech. This one here, this speech, I can see why it went viral. The way he talks, it's actually this one right here. So I don't know what fight it ended. Do you know what fight it ended?
This one?
Yeah.
Only let me say something. Maybe no. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. And maybe not the next month. But only one thing is true. I will be champion one day. I promise. I promise.
Look at his eyes, dude.
Look at Dana White just smiling in the back. Yeah.
Dude, he sobs like a little kid. And see, this is why Figueiredo's a good dude, you know?
Yeah, he's a good dude, dude.
Dude, I watched this fight and I was just like, I watched this stuff alone. Like, I couldn't share it with anybody, right?
Wait,
I was
did you
like,
buy the fight?
I think I bought the. I don't. That was
Oh, I don't know why it's cut out there. I'm Maddie has to fight again, dude. And do you see my girl Juliana Pena? She's soaking up everything, going to every spot.
Let me say something.
Yeah.
Watch me now, man. Watch me now holding this, man. This is unbelievable.
Dude, he's like so happy. He reminds me a lot of the same like way like Juliana Pena is so likable and like has that same. I don't know, dude. I love Latina people, man. I really do. I have like a bias for them all.
Yeah. Do you see what's happening with Juliana Pena? Amanda Nunes.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I did hear something. They asked Dana White about it.
Yeah, but like, you see, they asked her, and she goes, "Yeah, what a zoo, huh?" She's leaving all her whole training camp, like all her people who train her, and she's like firing them all or whatever it is. And like they ask her, like, "Hey, what do you think?" And she's like, "Yeah, geez, like, cause, dude, like that's from what it sounds like Amanda Nunes is like self-destructing."
Yeah, no, that happens, you know.
See,
she looks off. I didn't really know. She seems like a nice girl though too. Do you know this word, "si puedo"? Do you know what that means?
No. Yes.
It means we can do it. All right. I knew it from Albert Preciado from Driven because I used to go. You've never been to Driven with me, right?
No.
They're my favorite things to go because of the heart of Latina people are probably the best hearts. They have such a love. I don't know if this is the thing where there's a part. There's a part where he says it. I don't know where it is. I found it on YouTube Shorts.
Fue la noche del sí se pudo, la noche de los objetivos logrados. Es un significado completamente diferente que creo que le dio la vuelta.
It's really good. I went from like, who's in this fight, not watching it, now wanting to watch this fight and becoming a total fan of him. I don't know. Oh, I think, is this it? Where he says, "I did it for Mexico. Long live Mexico." Like, dude, it's just crazy. I forget where he says it. Long live Mexico. Did you see it or no?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I just think it's awesome. I'll watch it again. I think it's in here. Is it here? Let's see if it's in here. Look at this.
Joe, this moment. Man, this moment is so amazing, bro. This
So he
is my
got-
life, man. This is my life.
Who's Joe Rogan's face?
My life. Man, but watch me now talking with you. Holding this kettlebell, man. I feel so amazing, brother. I feel amazing, brother.
Brandon, it seemed like after you submitted him, you walked around the octagon almost like as if you didn't believe it, and then it sunk in.
Man, I worked so hard for this, man. You know, I mean, soy un pinche chamaco de México que empezó esperando por amor. I started for love, man. And watch me now, man. Watch me now holding this, man. It's unbelievable.
This is beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see all your hard work and all your dedication pay off, and to see the improvements that you made and the adjustments that you made from the first fight. To see you come out here and not just win, but dominate and submit. In many people's eyes, one of the best fighters in the world.
I used this training. I mean, this training camp was so long. I used my all 6 months for this. You know, I started January, starting the year. I started working the game plan, making drills, making again the game plan to be better, man, to be better today. And watch me now. I'm happy. Viva Mexico, man! Mexico!
That's not the one.
Oh
yeah, this is it right here. This is the clip I watched. So this is
Vivimos en un país, yo vengo de un país en el cual muchas veces usamos el sí se puede, y a veces no lo logramos.
That's what he says. Long live Mexico. And,
not just the UFC flyweight champion, you are the first ever from Mexico UFC champion.
Man, to all my people in my country, para toda mi gente mexicana que de México, de Estados Unidos, acuérdense que nosotros nacemos de chingados, queremos, se pueden lograr los pinches sueños, cabrones.
Brandon, congratulations, and it was an honor to call your fight, sir. Congratulations, the new UFC.
the kid just has. So the kid has so much, dude. Everybody loves.
Let's go, Brandon, huh?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, they keep it full circle. The kid has such a good heart. That's the thing. Where even Conor McGregor says, "Oh, shout out to the Mexican kid who won." You know, like everybody. Nate Diaz is like, "Yay, good to my little guy Brandon." Like, dude, everybody loves the kid.
Yeah,
you know?
he's a likable kid.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then you've got the heavyweight, which is Francis Ngannou.
That fight will be over soon. Like, I don't even know why to even buy it, dude. It's gonna get over so quickly. No,
You think so, dude? These heavyweights, man, they're heavyweight
they
fights.
scare me when they.
No joke.
Yeah, and then I don't know the
Look at
other
them,
guy.
jacked.
I don't know the other guy, Seal Gain. I know, dude. They're literally heavyweight.
Yeah, I did not take him seriously, and then I watched him fight Derek Lewis. And I was like, oh, this guy's a problem.
Yeah, so it'll probably be, this guy's the champion though, Francis.
Yeah, Ngannou, who was fighting Stipe Miocic.
Number 12.
Yeah, I still have proper Ramirez. This is the guy challenging him.
Yeah, which I guess they sparred.
Yeah, because they said they don't want to fight each other. Or something.
Yeah,
like
you see their press conference was like, "You cannot beat me. You will not beat me, but I respect you, brother."
Yeah, there's so much respect in it, both. Like, which is good, dude. What do you like better? Do you like bad blood or good fights?
Only if I'd rather see good fights. I mean, the only cool thing about bad blood is like if you see somebody like a Floyd Mayweather who just like, you know, or Logan Paul who becomes the villain, like, and you want to see him get beat, it's cool to watch him get beat. Or like the Patriots.
This already went by. Did Kevin Qatar win or did he lose?
I believe Qatar won.
Oh, because that was like big, like whether or not he was going to get another fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. This was UFC 46, right? Yeah, 46.
Wait, so is this different than 257?
Yeah, so what he does is, what Dana White does is he does UFC fight nights or free fights, right? They're like up and coming fighters. So you and I could watch this on ESPN or ESPN Plus. We could watch it on ESPN Plus and not have to pay for it, right? So I could download the app. I could download it on my whatever TV and watch it. And we don't have to pay for it. These are up and coming fights. Some of them are pretty good too. But then it's a brilliant marketing campaign. During those free fights, what do you think he does? He markets
pay-per-view, yeah.
He markets the next fight, right?
Yeah, you give something
so
free.
Next fight is 270 coming up, right? So,
by the way, I gotta email Dana again, Dustin Poirier, and Juliana Pena. Yeah, dude, I got like the 3 superstars in the UFC right now, you know?
Yeah.
Really
so go search UFC because I want to see the card real quick.
Yeah. UFC.
Well, I mean, yeah, you could do that.
270.
Yeah.
I watched the interview with Dana about Nate Diaz is gonna fight Dustin Poirier.
Just click the top link. You think that's really gonna happen?
I don't know, dude. That feels like, I don't know. You know, it doesn't feel right. You know.
Yeah, I know. Dustin's gonna win.
Yeah, I don't know. I think why Nate wants it is because Dustin looks beat up, so I think he thinks he can beat him. You know, I think that's why Nate.
Dude, here's the sad thing. Nate has gone from being a really good fighting punk to a punk that now everybody really likes, but he's not that. He's not how he used to be.
He's washed up. He has 1 fight left, and I think he just wants a name that's going to give him a big payday. And he doesn't want to wait for who wouldn't, dude? And he doesn't want to wait for Conor. I think Conor would have been the better fight because it would have just been like epic, you know?
The trilogy, yeah.
And since Conor is so shaky, if Conor comes back, it makes it more like Conor's definitely more on a more of a downswing.
What do you think Conor should do after fighting? I mean, he's in the restaurant business, but what do you think he should do after fighting?
I don't know, dude. Commentary, dude. Patrick Ben David said he should take Dana White's job and be the promoter.
Yeah, he'd be good.
Wouldn't he be really good? Right? I was like, wow. And he asked Dustin Poirier about it. And Dustin Poirier hates Conor, so Dustin was just like, "Yeah, no, it would be okay. I guess he could do that." You know. He was mad. You know. He's like, "Who do you think would be a good job being a promoter when Dana White steps down?" He's like, "I don't know. I wouldn't even think of that." And he goes, "What about Conor?" And you could tell Dustin was like, "Oh yeah," but Dustin didn't want to give Conor any credit, dude. It was awesome. You know?
Yeah, he's sick of being asked. Go back.
All right. So I hate seeing it like this.
All right. So who do you want to pick? Oh, Michael Fierro's fighting too as well. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So we'll go down to the bottom. Or?
We're just gonna do the main card.
All right. So Travis for Michael Morales. So
Michael, I don't know any of these guys. Michael Morales. So I'm gonna write it down.
Dude, some of them don't even have photos on here. We should get. Where's the main card where you can get the actual card flip? You know, can I get that or? These are all the prelims, early prelims, dude. It's crazy that there's so many people are fighting, dude.
I know, right? They always do it at 7 o'clock. And at
remember that guy at the gym who used to fight all the time, go to UFC and fight Bellator or whatever?
I don't.
Yeah, the little guy. He'd let me in for free, Johnny.
Oh yeah, I remember. He's good.
He wanted me to come watch his fights. You know, you should come watch one of my fights. And then he'd come in, he'd be all beat up. Like,
yeah, I would do that.
Good. So, dude,
okay,
all this stuff, dude. You know.
I know, right? All right, so we're picking who's the winner, and then is it knockout, submission, whatever it is, right? So Michael Morales versus Trevin Giles. I don't know anybody. They have no odds on him. It's a welterweight bout. Could be a good fight, actually.
Yeah, I'll take Trevin Giles just because he looks bigger and he has pictures in color.
And by knockout, by decision, by
we'll do
round submission.
By round. What are they? 3 rounds, right?
Yeah, the last 2 fights are gonna be 5.
Yeah, we'll do second round.
Second round. What, knockout?
Technical knockout. Stop it.
All right, I'm gonna do Morales. I apologize if that's not how you say your name.
Next
I'm
fight.
gonna do
Holy cow.
by decision. And then we got Cody Stamann versus Said Nurmagomedov.
Is this guy related to Khabib?
Who knows?
I'm just gonna pick him because that's Khabib's
He's the number one bullshit. Yeah, he's the favorite. So you're going Nurmagomedov.
I don't even want him to win, dude. Like if he's related to Khabib.
All right, so who you going with?
No, well, I guess we'll pick him then. Cody's. Here, you pick it first.
All right, so I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick. No, you know what? Well, he's ranked. Cody's ranked, and Saeed's not. Yeah, so that you know what? I'm gonna go Saeed. And I'm gonna say second round submission. What do you?
Yeah, I mean, I think just that last name scares me, dude. Like I can't even pick. I've heard of Cody before, but and ranked, but yeah, I'm gonna go. We'll go Saeed, and we'll do last round submission, third round.
Okay. Now we got
that fight. This fight, there's 3 fights that interest me. That one, because I don't even know. And this guy, I know the Cody, and this guy has his name, so I'm interested. All right. And then Andre Falejo. I don't know.
versus Michelle Pereira.
Here, you want to pick after this? You want to pick NFL playoff games too?
Oh yeah, sure.
Just because, like, I forget they're even on.
Yeah, so do I. So I'm gonna pick. I'm picking Pereira.
Mm-hmm. And plus, Tom Brady is making some waves with some things he's saying recently.
Decision. Who you picking, Andre or Mikel?
I guess we'll go with the guy with the picture, Mikel.
By what? I did decision.
Yeah, by decision. All right, now this one. Dude, I don't know, man, because this guy looks older, but he did look bigger. But then this kid has so much energy and so much confidence behind him.
Yeah.
He's so small, but he's so like the favorite now, you know? Is he the favorite here? Yeah, he is, right? Or no, he's not. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. I'm going Brandon Moreno by decision. I think it's going to be an all-out slugfest, and the guys are going to lose their steam within the last round or so and kind of do like a last respect round, and then it's going to go to decision, and Moreno's going to win.
Yeah, I think that sounds the most ployable way for Moreno to win. That's crazy. It's crazy because, like, watching the fights before, I would have easily just looked at the guys and thought favorite. But now watching everything that I watched before and his heart, I can't pick against the heart of a champion, you know? So.
Okay, so what are you saying? Decision? Or are you saying?
Yeah, Moreno, yeah, decision, same way. I think that's the way it's going to go. It'll be a really good fight, though. And I listen, I could see Figueroa winning by decision if it goes that way, too.
Heavyweight title bout.
Yeah, everybody's saying they don't know which way this one's going to go. So
I know, to be honest.
I'll pick the unknown guy just for it. Although he's favored, huh?
Cyril Gane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Francis Ngannou, dude, he lost. He was like this huge guy, and he lost to Stipe Miocic, who is this heavyweight firefighter and a UFC fighter, right? And he beat Francis Ngannou by just laying on him, literally. Like he would bring him down to the ground and put all his weight on him.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very like boring fight, but by the third round, you go, "Oh my god, he's wearing him out," and it was really interesting to watch. And then they did a rematch, and Francis Ngannou knocked Stipe Miocic out cold, like he went, and then he came down on him. Francis Ngannou's got huge knockout power, but if he doesn't hit you, you can wear them down.
So who do you got?
I'm gonna say Nagano.
Yeah, then I'll say the other guys, Cyril Gain or whatever, however you say his name. And we'll say it like first round knockout.
Wow.
Just their heavyweights, dude. I don't know, man. They're 5-minute rounds, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Nagano, TKO, 4th round.
All right, so good. Let's go on NFL playoff week. Playoff schedule. I'll pick these quick here. So we got Bengals tomorrow. Bengals Titans tomorrow.
Dude, I don't even know who's good.
Dude, right? Isn't it crazy how much we haven't been watching football? But dude, one of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of these 8.
So you know what's funny is I saw a guy in the restaurant yesterday. He was wearing a shirt that said it was a Bills shirt, and then it said "We run the East," right? And it's a brand new shirt, right? And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, they do run the East right now. I mean, you might as well wear that shirt."
That's cool, man. I know the Patriots always did, but and they probably still would if they kept Brady, but he moved to the Bucks, and now the Bucks are could win the Super Bowl again. All right. So Bengals, I don't even know if they have some guy named Jeff Burrow, and the Titans are that running team with everybody good then. I think probably the Titans will win for it. Just their favorite. They had the week off. Their strong defense, the running game. And I think they have Ryan Tannehill as their quarterback.
I'm picking Bengals.
All right, good. Do you want to pick a score too? Do that like in here?
Oh, sure. Bengals 35, Titans 21.
Yeah, I hope the Bengals win. I'm thinking 27-24 Titans.
You're picking the Bengals too as well?
No, the Titans. Jeez. I'm horrible at picking football, though. I never could pick football games. And then the other Saturday game is Packers 49ers. So Uncle Steve's Packers.
That's a good game. That's a good game, right?
That is a good game, right? And Jimmy G's playing good. They just beat the Cowboys. Did you see them beat the Cowboys?
Yeah, I saw.
Dude, it was heartbreaking, dude. They had a chance at the end. Did you see the end?
Yeah.
Dude, it's so bad because he ran it.
Oh,
and I know why he did it. It was not a bad idea. There's just not enough time.
Yeah, he ran it, but he should have got down quicker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, it was so close. That it was a killer day. Dude, I'm watching in Philadelphia, rooting for the Cowboys with everybody else around me because it's in Philadelphia, hating the Cowboys, you know?
All right, so I'm picking Packers, and I'm going.
I watched that game outside a bar that I couldn't get into because of the vaccine. Yeah, I hope the Packers win just because Aaron Rodgers. Dude, did you watch the Pat McAfee of everything he had to go through to not get vaccinated because he's under a risk and everything? Dude, he has to sit in the car. He has to eat lunch away from people. Dude, he's not even with the team at all. Did you watch any of that?
No.
Dude, you should watch it. And we'll discuss it next time. Aaron Rodgers, Pat McAfee, I'll send it to you. I would watch it right now. Dude, he explains, it's too long though. He explains every single protocol and he does it in such a Aaron Rodgers cool way, but almost ticked off, he's done everything. So why are they even suspending him? He was, dude, it was righteous anger. It was done really well. But yeah, I picked the Packers to win. But I hope the 49ers win because, dude, personally, I want to see the Bucks win another Super Bowl.
Yeah, me too.
I rooted against Brady all when he was at the Patriots. Now I root all for him. I want him to win more.
I know. It's so crazy, right?
He's so much more likable without Belichick next to him.
He's got a personality. Patriots never had a personality.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Mike J.
Although I was talking to Max Milet about it. Poor Max Milet. He wanted the Patriots to put an upset against the Bills. I thought the Patriots were going to beat the Bills too, by the way. All right, so then Rams Bucks.
Rams Bucks. Oh wait, so you're picking who did you pick? Packers?
Yeah, Packers.
Okay.
42 to 21.
Okay. I picked Packers 38-31. What's the next one? Bucks, Rams?
Yeah, I can really see the Rams winning this too.
Yeah, I'm picking Bucks.
Yeah.
28-24.
I'm going to pick the Bucks too. By the way, I have a ticket if either the Jets aren't and the Patriots aren't.
What's your title? I mean, what's your
pick?
Yeah.
I'll take the Bucks.
Bucks. I mean, sorry, what's the score?
28-24.
That's what I did too.
Oh,
Bills, Chiefs. Who you got?
I hate the Chiefs, man. They're like the Golden State Warriors. So I'm gonna pick the Bills. I'm just gonna go for like, why not? Pick what I want and try and get them to win.
Good for you. I'm picking the Chiefs.
We'll do 17-7 Bills.
Jeez.
Be a really low score defensive game.
Yeah, I pick Chiefs 31-28.
So if that was the case, then you have who do you have going then? You have the Chiefs playing the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl. And I would have the Bills playing the Titans. Oh, Bills Titans, the Super Bowl would be fun to watch. You know what I mean? Like home run throwback, you know?
Wait, how would I pick the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl?
No, you have because you picked the Bengals to win. So
so Chiefs would be playing the Bengals and the Bucks would be playing the Packers.
Right, yeah.
Bucks Packers.
We both have Bucks Packers on each side, and then we have the split side. We split on the AFC one. See now at least, because dude, I didn't even know football was on. The reason why I picked it, I was like, let's pick it. It's just because now I'll pay attention. Like, oh, who do you have? You know.
I know. All right. I gotta go. I gotta wrap things up. I gotta do some stuff.
Yeah, me too. I had to work on my slides, work on my webinar. When's your what do we want to promote? We should promote something always.
Josh Lewis Growth giving away my free book. Click the link in my bio on Instagram, on TikTok. Free book, 3 tips for how to managing difficult people. Also giving away on that webinar is 3 secrets to get your next promotion.
Yeah, and then
by the way, I guys. I do not toot my own horn, but like I got different companies trying to recruit me and getting another promotion. And
we should talk about that next time. Can we talk about that or no?
Yeah, I mean, like, I want to.
Nobody sees this, but watch. Then it goes viral and everybody sees it.
Right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, technically we could talk about it because who else is really going to see it?
We'll talk about that next episode. We'll talk about all because that's the same thing that how we've both been highly recruited by many different firms, places that just want us to work and focus for them, me included, dude. Isn't it crazy to actually get your talents noticed?
What did I say? Don't be a person of success, be a person of value.
Yeah, dude, that's what we are, man. So let's keep going value. Go give some value. I'll go give value. Give value today. There'll be value Saturday, 2 p.m. live. Brand marketing summit, normally a $500 call free. I'm opening up to the world. Everybody can come in and see exactly me teaching how to blow up a brand to become a brand influencer. And then Sunday at 4, we'll be doing another free webinar on brand story. So that's it. Let me play some music on the way out. Dude, what was that song by Jay Wolf? What was that called?
Jay Wolf, Still Sleeping.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Dude, that's how I feel like right now, dude. I feel like I'm still sleeping.
I know, that's why I picked it.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it's weird, dude. I hate being sick. We did 2 episodes.
I think most human beings do. Thank you.
We got to start working together on stuff too. You know.
Like what?
What do you do? Like I just want to run stuff by you because you have a good eye on stuff. You know.
You always do that.
Yeah, well, it's good to run stuff by somebody else. You know, right?
Yeah.
You did it with me with your webinar the whole time, and I was trying to work on mine. You're like, is it good? And now I'm like left on my own. I think I got it though. You saw me do the perfect brand blueprint, right?
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, so I am working on it. So I got to get to work. Let's go talk.
Let's go.
All right. We'll plan it out like this.
Recording in progress.
It was for me, Parker and Rachel. That last slide that you were just on, where you said avoid the disaster scenario at the bottom about running into somebody in the parking lot or the bathroom. Could you expand on why that's a disaster?
Yeah, so what you want to do basically is, if they're having second thoughts or hesitation, you want to leverage your leader, right? You want to leverage your leader and who's more seasoned in regards to maybe handling objections, right? Or seeing again, how they could, again, because at the end of the day, we're looking for qualified people, right? And sometimes, again, they haven't just been introduced to the business. Like, again, they like, these are new people, right? They haven't been out in the field yet. They haven't tasted exactly what we do. And so that scenario disaster is almost similar to the invite itself. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, one of the main things is there's psychology to this, right? So that's why we have the cards and everything else is we want them to take a next step. What can happen is you go to them, you're excited, and you start doing what you might do up front. Oh yeah, great, the financial products and all this, and and they start changing their mind. They're already a little bit nervous, and then that's the scenario disaster on the back end. We want to get a commitment of how they really feel. So we oftentimes decide to talk too much, and we could talk them out of something they're already thinking about moving forward and getting to the next filter, which is the hiring interview or the F&A. So it's very important that we like to get excited and talk.